Hi everybody, so today I'm going to do another verse um, from the Bible. This is going to be the parable of the vineyard workers. Um, for some reason, I was flipping through my Bible and this verse came up a few days ago, and I thought it was a very important concept. And then today I was reading my year Bible and it was in there. So I thought, hey, coincidence not, maybe I should put this out there. So I'm just going to jump into it. This is in Matthew chapter 20. So it says, "For the kingdom of heaven is like a landowner who went out early in the morning to hire workers for his vineyard. He agreed to pay them a denarius for the day and sent them into his vineyard. About 9 in the morning he went out and saw others standing in the marketplace, doing nothing. He told them, 'You also go and work in my vineyard, and I will pay you whatever is right.' So they went. He went out again about noon and about 3 in the afternoon and did the same thing. About 5 in the afternoon he went out and found still others standing around. He asked them, 'Why have you been standing here all day long doing nothing?' 'Because no one has hired us,' they answered. He said to them, 'You also go and work in my vineyard.' When evening came, the owner of the vineyard said to his foreman, 'Call the workers and pay them their wages, beginning with the last ones hired and going on to the first.' The workers who were hired about 5 in the afternoon came, and each received a denarius. So when those who were hired first, they expected to receive more. But each one of them also received a denarius. When they received it, they began to grumble against the landowner. 'These who were hired last worked only 1 hour,' they said, 'and you have made them equal to us, who have borne the burden of the work and the heat of the day.' But he answered one of them, 'I am not being unfair to you, friend. Didn't you agree to work for a denarius? Take your pay and go. I want to give the one who was hired last the same as I gave you. Don't I have the right to do what I want with my own money? Or are you envious because I am generous? So the last will be first and the first will be last.'" So we know that being envious isn't something that is looked upon as righteous by God. Like, God doesn't want us to envy others because he gives us each what he wants. Whatever his blessings are for our life, that's what he gives to us. That's his decision. There's nothing that we can do in our lifetime that is going to grant us mercy or grace or anything from God. That's his decision to make, based off of how he wants and how he feels about us. So for us to be envious of others saying, "Oh, but their lives are better than mine, but they're not living a great life. Like, how's that fair for me?" And it's like, God's not looking at the way people are acting and living on this world as that's their guarantee for heaven. So if a person's living a bad, sinful life on earth, but you're like, "Oh, but they have all this money. They're rich. They get to do all these things." Let them enjoy what they have right now, because that will fall away and they will not get to dwell in God's kingdom. So you shouldn't be jealous of these other people. Focus on your walk. Focus on your journey. Continue to do the right thing by God's standards and focus on that, because this world, what we're living in right now, this is not important. We're just doing our day to day, but how important is this for your spirit, for your soul, for your fulfillment? Like, how many of us work at jobs that we're just like, "I'm just working, just getting by." How many people are just like at home right now, just like doing the same thing over and over and over again and feel kind of like, "I'm just wasting time." Yeah. The kind of is what it is being here. We're just wasting time until it's, our time, and we either are with God or we're not. So, I know where I want to be. So it's all a matter of, where do you want to be? But don't focus so much on what others are receiving. Like, they're not you. Focus on you and your journey and your walk, and God will bless you with what He has for you, because He has something, a destiny for all of us, and it's beautiful. Whatever destiny He has for us, you may think, oh, but their life is bigger than mine. Don't be jealous of that, because you don't know the route that it would have took you if you would be here right now. He may have saved your life from, if you would have took that route, something terrible could have happened. But now you're here, and your life is pretty good. You have to be grateful for what you have, be grateful for what He's given you, and don't try to be other people. Don't worry about other people and what they're doing. Worry about yourself. Worry about what you're doing and how you can be better and do better and be a better version of yourself. Make your journey more fulfilling. Read more of the scripture. Pray more. Spend time with God. Go to your secret spot with God and talk with Him. Like, He will open your eyes to so much that you're limiting yourself right now. You don't even know how much more is out there for you. But by focusing on others, you're not focusing on your own destiny, on your journey, on your walk. You're too busy being angry and jealous and, feeling, self-neglect of yourself. Like, you can be doing so much to make your life better, but focusing on others, that doesn't do anything for you. It's not healthy for your soul. So focus on yourself, focus on your journey, do what you have to do, and life will be fulfilling. You just have to, open your mind, open your heart, live through love. That's really kind of why I want to do these videos, is I want to show how much love there is in scripture. That God said these things, did these things. Jesus sacrificed because of love. It's like a father who loves his children so much, but his child, it just won't listen. And as a parent, we know. As parents, you can tell your child over and over and over again, how to do things and what they should be doing and what they shouldn't be doing. And, as you get older, you know more. So you're just like, they don't listen. They want to experience for themselves. And that's exactly what God did. He gave us free will to make our own choices, just like a parent does. A parent gave you the choice, but that didn't mean they don't love you. You wanted to make your own mistakes, go for it. There's plenty of times that God has been trying to pull you back, but you're not listening. Just like a parent, you tell your child over and over and over again, like, you shouldn't be going out so late. It's dangerous. Or, you shouldn't be hanging out with those kind of people. They're going to lead you down the wrong path. Like, things like that. Like, a parent says these things, but a child doesn't want to listen. They want to enjoy their life, do what they want to do. And you can constantly call your child up and tell them, like, hey, I love you, but, you need to change. You get your life straight. And that's what God does. That's what He's constantly trying to do for you. He's trying to pull you back. But if you're going to be like a young child and keep fighting your father, it's not that He's ever going to give up on you, but you have to understand, like, at some point you're going too deep where you're endangering yourself. And how well can your father pull you up? Like, a human father can't pull you up like God can pull you up. He's capable of all things, everything. So you need to put your trust in Him, your faith in Him. He doesn't care how far you fall. He will lift you up, but you have to call Him. Okay? So I just want you guys to know that in this scripture is like what they say. This is God's love for us. This is what's in the Bible. It's how much He loved us, that He did so much for us to just come to Him. He proved Himself over and over and over again, His love. But as young children, we kept turning our back on our Father. So I just want you guys to come to God and realize that, You know, he's not the bad guy. You know, loving God is not hard. It's just a matter of opening up your heart. But I love you guys. Like, I want to show love like Jesus did, like God did for all of his children. I want to show love for all of you guys because I'm worried for the world and where we are right now. But I'm going to keep praying for you guys. I'm going to keep on putting out videos because I just want you guys to know that you're loved. There is love out there. There is hope out there. There is joy and peace and kindness in the world. You know, we just all need to pull that out of ourselves. We need to seek Jesus, be redeemed, ask for forgiveness. And then life will lighten the load. The load will be lifted off your shoulders. Hand everything over to God. And you will see that things will be so much better. But I love you guys, and I'm just going to keep on putting out videos. So have a good one, and I love you.